Imagine turning a single penny into more than $5 million. Sounds impossible, right? But this is exactly what happens when one of the most powerful forces in the world goes to work. Welcome to Moneymatics. Today, you'll discover the hidden force that has created countless millionaires, not through luck, not through genius, but through one simple principle called compound interest. Imagine you are given a choice. You can take $1 million right now, or you can take 1 cent that doubles every day for just 30 days. Most people instantly choose the $1 million. It sounds like the obvious winner. After all, what can a single penny really become? But here's the twist. On day 1, you have just 1 cent. Day 2, 2 cents. Day 3, 4 cents. Day 10, only about $10. Nothing impressive. Most people would quit before reaching this point because the growth seems painfully slow. But compound interest doesn't reward impatience. It rewards time. By day 20, that tiny penny has grown to around $10,000. Suddenly things start getting interesting. Yet the real magic hasn't even begun. On day 30, that same penny becomes more than $5 million. The person who chose $1 million lost. Not because they made a bad decision, but because they underestimated the power of compounding. This simple story reveals one of the most powerful forces in the financial world. Compound interest is often called the eighth wonder of the world because it allows money to grow on itself, not just earning returns, but earning returns on previous returns. Think of it like planting a tree. In the beginning, growth is almost invisible. A small seed becomes a tiny plant. Months pass, and it still looks insignificant. But underground, roots are spreading. Strength is building. Then one day, growth accelerates. Branches multiply. Leaves expand. The tree becomes something impossible to ignore. Money behaves the same way. Most people focus on how much they earn. Wealthy people focus on how long their money can compound. Imagine two friends. Alex starts investing at age 20 and puts away just $200 a month. At age 30, he stops investing completely. Brian starts at age 30 and invests the same amount every month until age 60. Who wins? Most people assume Brian because he invested for much longer. But in many scenarios, Alex ends up with more money. Why? Because those early years gave his investments extra time to compound. Time is the secret ingredient. The biggest mistake people make is waiting for the perfect moment. They think they need more money, a better job, higher salary, or a future opportunity before they start investing. But every year of delay has a hidden cost. When you postpone investing, you are not just losing 1 year. You are losing decades of future growth on that money. This is why compound interest favors action over perfection. The amount matters. The rate matters. But time matters most. Consider a snowball rolling down a mountain. At the top, it is tiny. It barely moves. But as it rolls, it gathers more snow. The bigger it becomes, the more snow it collects. Growth creates more growth. That is exactly how compounding works. The first $1,000 is hard. The first 10,000 is easier. The first 100,000 comes faster than expected. Then growth starts doing much of the heavy lifting. At some point, your money begins earning more money than your own work does. That is when compounding becomes truly exciting. Yet most people never experience this stage because they stop too early. They get discouraged by slow progress. They want immediate results. They compare themselves with others. They chase shortcuts and quick profits. But compounding is not about speed. It is about consistency. A person who invests a small amount every month for decades often outperforms someone who constantly jumps between trends, trying to get rich quickly. The world celebrates overnight success stories. What it rarely shows is the 20 years of compounding behind them. Whether it is money, skills, knowledge, health, or relationships, the same principle applies. Read 10 pages a day. Learn one new skill every month. Exercise regularly. Improve by just 1% each day. The gains seem insignificant at first, but over time, small improvements stack on top of each other and create extraordinary results. Success is rarely explosive. More often, it is compound growth hidden beneath the surface. This is why the richest people on earth understand the simple truth. The goal is not to work for money forever. The goal is to build systems that continue growing while you sleep. Every dollar invested is an employee working for you 24 hours a day. Every return creates another employee. Then another. Then another. Eventually, you stop trading time for money and start letting money work for money. The beauty of compound interest is that it does not care where you come from. It does not care about your background, your education, or your starting point. It only cares about two things: consistency and time. The earlier you start, the greater the reward. So the next time you think a small investment is not worth it, remember the penny that became millions. Great fortunes are rarely built in giant leaps. They are built through small actions repeated consistently over long periods of time. Because in the end, compound interest is not just a financial principle, it is a mathematics of patience. And patience, when combined with time, can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. The lesson is simple. You don't need to be rich to start investing. But you do need to start if you ever want to become rich. Because the real secret isn't how much money you have today, it's how long you allow it to grow. If you found this video valuable, subscribe to Moneymatics for more powerful insights on money, investing, business, and wealth creation. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best time to start compounding was yesterday. The second best time is today. The lesson is simple. You don't need to be rich to start investing. Success isn't built in a day. It's built daily. Keep investing in yourself, keep moving forward, and have an amazing day.